So what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come and join the family by hitting that like, subscribe, notification bell. You guys know, hit the like button as soon as this comes on. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's going on in the news and help you make money while we have fun and stay positive, okay? So make sure that notification bell is selected to all right? And for those of you that are new to the family, hey, welcome aboard. Let's just go right into it. I'm going to get this one in the way, as they say. And I just got off the phone with my daughters, who I have to call back. My girls, sometimes we talk for 3 hours. They like having phone-a-thons, but we laugh so much and have a good time. All right, let's see what's going on at the point. So right now, as I'm filming this, it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm always going to give you Eastern Standard Time because that's what our financial system is. That's the gauge. It's always New York time. That's where our financial institution is, New York Stock Exchange, etc. Right? So whenever I say what time it is, regardless of what time zone I'm in, it is Eastern Standard Time. Let's go and see what's going on right now. So right now we could see that everything is actually looking good, right? And I have a point to this video, and that is to be a fireman. As we could see, the Dow has fought its way back positives, up 35 points. NASDAQ is up 129 points after the elongated sell-off for this year. Now, what do we have today? We had numbers. Job numbers. I'm not going to go into that. That's not a real biggie right now. But what you need to know is it's just going to be vacillating whether the Fed is going to cut interest rates in March, right? Or whether they're going to cut it in, I believe it's May, okay? Either March or May. So what's happening is they're talking about fewer rate cuts than expected, and what the market has already priced in. Is the market robust, believing that they're going to cut 6 times as opposed to 3 times, right? And is that already priced in? So be aware of that. So it's just going to be a lot of talking. The market is just going to be very volatile because now you have these state-by-state feds. That is not the Fed chair. Some will sound more bullish, all right? And some will sound more bearish, right? I'm feeling Friday today. I'm feeling Paisley. So for those of you that don't know, this is a bull and this is a bear. The reason why they call it a bull market is because you see the bull's horns, bulls gouge up, and they call it a bear market because bears fight down. They fight down, boom, and bulls gouge up. So for those of you that don't know, right, we have a lot of new people here. We got to keep them going along. Now let's keep it going, right? And so the market is just going to be choppy, but let's go to it. If we look at the entire market over the last 5 days, we are still mostly negative since the beginning of the year. Let's go to year to date. Year to date, the market is mostly flat, right? And so you have to zoom out when you see what's going on, all right? Let's go a month out. We're still relatively flat, right? From last year. Last year was a good year, right? So that's why I say it's not good to get overly bearish. Like the first red day, people start panicking and, oh my God, it's going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst recession and since the Great Depression and all of that. Never get caught up in all of that, good people. There's always money to be made. Remember, always money to be made. Now, there is a stock in particular that I wanted to talk about. You know what? Let's do this. Let's look at Tesla because it is really selling off today. Look at that. Tesla is down to 210. And we'll have Josh on and see what the technicals are talking about Tesla. But I'm going to tell you this without even going into the news story. You can see the news stories right here, right? Just Elon Musk, Elon Musk, Elon Musk, all of this. Uh, it's just like this. The love affair with EVs have waxed over. It really has waxed over, and everything is cold now. Here in Chicago, you got, if you're driving an EV in the wintertime, here we're below zero. So it's sucking, and you got the heat on, it's sucking about 40% of your battery power out, right? And all the EVs are going to be negative right now, right? Somebody came on here yesterday and said, "Hey, don't listen to this guy. He told us to buy." It was an EV charging station. What they failed to tell you is that when Biden passed that infrastructure bill, days before, I said, "Hey, we should sell," right before he passed the bill. And what did it do? It ran up massively, and we took our profits. So I just want to tell you guys that you can't, if you're put your money in an investment and you're listening to something, you can't tune out and come back 3 months later and go, "Hey, what happened?" You have to be engaged, all right? That's to the idiot that made that discussion, all right? Don't mess with your boy. I'm from the west side of Chicago. We made money, and if you made money, you remember that play, hey, I got receipts. Leave a comment, all right? Let's keep it going. We here to learn, not flick off ants. We slaying giants with this hand. So if an ant is on this shoulder and we fighting giants, we're not going to stop fighting giants to flick off ants, all right? So what I want to talk to you about is ETFs, okay? I'm going to show you this before we talk about that. Look at that. Those are the miners that I bought on yesterday. Larry, what do you feel about today? I'm happy about today. I'll tell you in a minute, but let's go to what I want to talk about, being a fireman. Okay, this video is going to be a little different, right? I want you guys to adopt the mind of a fireman. A fireman or a fire person, women and men, they run towards the burning building, right? Run towards the burning building. And so, and they're patient. You don't see firemen or fire people out every single day. You don't see them out every day. What are they doing? They're preparing for the next fire, right? And so what I want to show you is this. So these are ETFs, okay? Now, this is my ETF portfolio. Am I having, okay, this is one of my ETF portfolios, okay? Now, as you could see, VUG, VTI, VOO, QQQ, and today I just bought VGV, okay? Put VGV on your radar. VGV is an AI ETF, okay? But now you could see that it's down. But if you go to the top, to the right, total losses and gains, you could see I'm VUG, I'm up 14%, VTI 11, 17. Overall, at the bottom, you can see this portfolio is up 10%. Larry, why are you showing me this? Because after a while, when you continue to do this, swing trading and day trading, at the end of the day, what are you going to retire on? How are you building the generational wealth? These are set it and forget it, because remember, a ETF is a basket of stock all in one. So I don't have to be losing sleep or wondering how volatile the market is, because over a period of years, okay, and trust me, you guys know, I got way more than this in my ETFs. I got a blue chip portfolio. Those are the type of the things that you need to consider. Do you have funds in your Roth IRA? Are you maxing those out? Because at the end of the day, these are the ones that I'm putting a lot of money into Apple. All right. So while we got Tesla up, let's pull up Apple. Okay. And look at that. So these are stock that I am going to have forever in a day. I got some Amazon and I got some Microsoft. These are my forever in a day stock that I'm going to keep long term, even though a lot of these are in the ETFs. Okay, there we go, Microsoft. So These are the ones that I don't lose sleep over. Okay, you let me know what yours are, because over a 5-year period, this is what I'm talking about. Look at Tesla. Even now that is beat down. Over a 5-year period, I'm up. Over a 5-year period, I'm up with Apple. I'm up with Amazon. I'm up with Microsoft. And so for those of you that are new and you're just in this game, whether you're just in crypto or just in stock, I'm telling you that that's a mistake, and you need to consider taking, I would challenge you every time you have a win, regardless of how small or how little, that you take 25% of that and put it in your long-term investments. Because at some point, you just want to lay on the beach somewhere. You want to be able to go on vacation. You want to pay your house off. You want to be able to live. You want to be able to keep your stock and live off of your earnings. And dividends, that's a whole nother story. Mommy Trader, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to have you back on. There are people that are just living off of the dividends of their stock. That means that it doesn't matter if the stock is flat, sometimes trading down or sometimes trading up, though some of these companies temporarily suspend dividends. But there are people that are literally paying their mortgage and all of their house bills off of their dividends, off of the stock that they have. And most of that is in a Roth IRA where they're not paying any taxes. Okay. So these are some of the things that you need to talk about now while you're young. All right, let's keep it going. Okay. So I want you guys to see, no, not that Tesla. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's look at some of the, let's look at some of the miners. We've got to talk about those today. Okay, let's go. Mara. Hey, I had it up, people. So here, let's just go. We got Mara. We got Clean Spark. Let's put in Riot. Okay. Put in Riot. You guys see Cypher. Oh, Hut. Look at Hut. What's happening with Hut today? Now, what's crazy about Hut, as you can see, Hut is down 24%, good people. 24% Hut is down. That's crazy. You know why that's really crazy? Because this is what Hut did today. They rung the bell this morning. Look at that. They rang the NASDAQ bell, opening bell this morning. And they are tanking. And so, some might ask, Larry, you started to DCA yesterday. Okay. For those of you that are in the Patreon, Josh and I, Stocks with Josh and I said, hey, let's go to the Patreon and make a 5-minute video. Wind up being in a solid hour. We did charting on a lot of these and all of that. If you're not in the Patreon, I suggest that you check out the second link below and come join it. You got the best of myself, Stocks with Josh, Kenny Grace, and Stock Mo. Okay, we did a live in the Patreon down there. So it's the Patreon and the Discord are the same thing. So you sign up for the Patreon and then link it to the Discord. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys is, and for those of you that have it and you're taking a bath, is this is not going to feel good to you. But for those of us that know and expected this, this is good. Because we are firemen and firewomen. We are running towards. I like buying red. And when I bought these yesterday, like I told you guys, I only put $100 into each, as you can see, right? And when I woke up this morning, I was hoping that it wasn't the bottom for me personally, all right? If you got it at the top, I'm sorry. But I was hoping that it wasn't at the bottom because I want to buy my way down. I'm going to dollar cost average down. So this red looks good to me. So now looking at this and not knowing anything, I haven't seen any big news catalyst about Hut, but I'm pretty sure it is, right? What I'm going to do is look at this and you tell me, if you're a fireman, which one would you buy right now? Okay, the one that is the least on fire or the one that's the most on fire? Me personally, I'm buying the one that's most on fire. As soon as I get off of this, I am going and I'm buying more of Hut 8. Now, that I put all my money in. No, I am going to, just like I said, the more they sell off, the lower they get, the more I'm going to DCA. So I just bought $100. I might do $10 a day, $20 a day, according to what you're saying. I'm sorry, according to what your budget is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy more as it goes down lower. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to hold. Now, if you're not in this long term, then don't get into this. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I plan on having these through 2024 into 2025. Remember, distribution, right? Run up, mark up, okay? I'm sorry, accumulation, which we're in now. Mark up, distribution, and then mark down. I plan on selling these during distribution, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do yourself a favor. Take Stock Up U. That's going to be the top link below. And take this entire course. Don't skip. You paid for it. Take this entire course, okay? All of these courses are in the class, okay? But when you finish taking the crypto class, go to the charting class and take it also. Do not take this without this. Look, you paid for it. It's all yours, okay? Please, I want you guys to understand what I understand, okay? And there is no code necessary. The only thing that's going to happen with the price that you see now is it's going to be more, okay? So just listen, invest in yourself and make money for a lifetime. All right, let's keep it going. There's another one I want to point out, okay? And look at this. I bought some of this also, but it is up. Core Scientific. Core Scientific is up. I bought it. I bought some, and it's running up while I'm talking. When I started this, it was up 8%. Now it's up 11%. I bought some Core Scientific. Now, you cannot buy it unless you're on a legacy broker. I only bought it. I bought it. It wouldn't let me buy it in any of my brokers that I share with you guys. But it did let me buy it in Fidelity. So if you got Charles Schwab or Fidelity or something like that, check that out. I was able to buy some, okay? And so that's what I want you to check out. Now, they just came out of bankruptcy and they're being relisted. So that's why they're having the run up. It's like XRP. They weren't able to participate in the run up and now the sell off. And so because they've been held, the only thing you could do if you had them was to sell them, but you couldn't buy more until today. Okay. And so now the ticker symbol is CORZQ. CORZQ. Core Scientific. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you guys to run out and buy all of these. Remember, don't be overweight. You gotta look. If you just have crypto miners and you have a bunch of crypto and you have no stock, you are overweight crypto. Okay, you're overweight. You need to be diversified. I showed you guys some of my ETFs. Okay, now I hope that these stay red for a while and it allows me time to what? Accumulate. Okay, and then I'm going to hold because most of these, if it follows last cycle, at this point, most of these were 4x. That's what happened last time, 4 and 5x. Now, it may not happen. So remember, you got to do your own due diligence and do your own study. All I'm going to do is point things out, just like I did with DWAC, ticker symbol DWAC. Remember, and the warrants, which is also in the class. Okay. Listen, if you study what I'm telling you to study, there is no reason why you can't 10x the price that you paid for the class. I want you guys to make money, okay? DWAC, just keep your eyes, for those of you that know what ticker symbol DWAC, DWAC, if you know what's going on, every time he wins and every time he surges in the polls, so surges DWAC. And what I call my slingshot technology, the warrants, DWAC with a W, even propel even higher. Okay. All right. Remember, be a fireman. That's what the purpose of me making this video is today. I can't do it slow because there's so much I want to teach you guys, okay? Let me know if anything I said or showed you helped you in any way or shed a light or even a beacon of light on your knowledge by leaving me a comment. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.